RP here, and welcome back to my channel. I've talked about creepypastas a lot on this channel, but not the PonyPastas. A PonyPasta is a creepypasta made by the fans of the MLP fandom who happen to enjoy creepypastas and My Little Pony, so that's basically it. I'm actually one of those weirdos who enjoy both. Today, I'm listing out some of my favorite PonyPastas. Keep in mind that these are my favorites and are my own thoughts and opinions, so share yours in the comments below. Also, I won't include pastas that have gore for the sake of gore or are just shock value pastas, because those are literal crappy pastas, like Sweet Apple Massacre or anything like a troll pasta. Strictly excluding pastas like Sweet Apple Massacre for the most obvious reasons. Don't look it up, you will regret it. But I will be including MLP gaming ones like the Luna game, so yeah. Also including crossovers like Silent Ponyville because they're awesome. Also, trigger warnings for the following: mentions of abuse, gore, death, violence, murder, blood, possible sexual themes, language, torture, and various other mature themes and scary elements not for younger viewers or for the faint of heart. If you're either of those things, leave now while you can. You have been warned. That being said, let's begin. A Puppet to Her Fame. This story centers around the background pony Octavia, born to a rich royal family, but her life wasn't a happy one to begin with. Her parents abuse her, and there are some elements of black magic where she is cursed to play the cello for all eternity. That is, until she meets Vinyl or DJ Pone 3, whom she falls in love with, Lyra and Bonbon, and befriends them. Unbeknownst to everyone, Octavia is cursed with music playing in her mind and mysterious hooks, and her parents often physically, verbally, emotionally, and mentally abuse her. Listeners and readers of this pasta are warned about the elements of child abuse, torture, language, and discrimination. As for her victims, I won't spoil it. You'll have to read and or listen for yourselves to know the ending. Rocket to Insanity. An alternate ending to the famous Cupcakes, this story tells us a nightmare Rainbow Dash has. Dash further goes into insanity as her paranoia takes over. Pinkie later invites her to Sugar Cube Corner for some cupcakes, just like in her dream. Rainbow, out of pure fear for her own safety, ends up murdering Pinkie. But was Pinkie really trying to kill Dash? Or did Dash finally lose it all because of a nightmare? Luna Game. The Luna Game was a fan-made MLP game involving the character Princess Luna. Upon playing the game, it seems normal for the most part, but somewhere along the lines, Creepy Apple Bloom! Ah! Scary Pony! This leads to other installments of the Luna Game with even creepier images, but Creepy Apple Bloom will always be the creepiest. Look at it. It's staring into my soul. What does it want from me? Story of the Blanks. A story and a game all at once? Heck yes! The story starts with Apple Bloom on her way home after trying to get her cutie mark with her friends. She later finds Twilight going to visit Sakura in the Everfree Forest and decides to tag along with her, much to Twilight's dismay. Twilight warns her to leave the forest as quickly as possible. Apple Bloom later gets sidetracked and ends up in a small, quiet village known as Sunnytown, and a lot of the ponies there are seen without cutie marks. Even the full-grown adults. Blank flanks, if you will. Apple Bloom later finds an abandoned house. Upon entering, she finds a skeleton of a pony, and as she tries to escape, the residents turn into zombies, and she tries her best to escape. I won't spoil the ending. Thankfully, it's a happy one, I'll say that much, but the rest, you'll have to find out for yourself. Little Miss Rarity. A grim dark tale of Rarity slowly disappearing sanity. While working, her cat Opal attacks her, but the twist is she enjoys it and blogs about being a masochist, inflicting pain not only on herself, but her sister Sweetie Belle, and taking the life of her cat Opal, as well as turning her into a Pinkamena doll. And it only gets worse from there as the camera she blogs with follows her and her Pinky Mina doll comes to life. And things only get darker and worse from there. Why I stopped watching My Little Pony. This story tells of a single mother sending an email to Hasbro after her daughter finds a Twilight vinyl figure with a missing wing and blackened out eyes, and a very strange smile. The first incident was when the girl took the doll with her to a friend's sleepover, and something happened to the friend that kept making her scream and is now in a hospital, and the girl isn't allowed over at her friend's house anymore. Other incidents included the episodes becoming more violent and hateful, and episodes played almost all the time and all day and night, even airing on networks like Nickelodeon. One episode in particular indicating and referencing the doll's broken wing. Two of the most shocking things in this story are the daughter's happy reactions of how the episodes played out, and the fact that nobody, not even Hasbro, knew of the show's existence or even acknowledged it. Pretty much in a world where the show never existed, but either it's the mother's own imagination, the daughter playing some weird game, or if it's the Twilight doll doing its job. Silent Ponyville. A crossover between Silent Hill and My Little Pony. The first story starts out with Pinkie Pie having constant nightmares about the Slender Mare, an MLP version of Slender Man. She goes to Twilight to hopefully help her fight off these nightmares. The story goes off similar to Silent Hill, with Pinkie facing off various monsters and Slender Man, to go back to most of her memories that she most likely shoved in the back of her mind, involving her missing sister, Philomena. Again, won't spoil it, check it out for yourselves. And the sequel involves Fluttershy facing her own nightmares of her mother's death and her abusive father and nurse mistress, and again, won't spoil it. Check out the Silent Ponyville stories for yourself. They're awesome. Something Sweet to Bite. Ever wondered about the legend of offering candy to Nightmare Moon on Nightmare Night? Well, the tragic origins are as follows. The Candy Mare was a mad scientist of a candy maker, kidnapping young foals from their parents and killing them while experimenting with the foals he kidnapped. A lot of his subjects died due to malnutrition. However, one little filly was a special case. She kills the scientist, turning herself into a half pony, half candy monster, and is later awoken many years later, and all Ponyville and Equestria can do now is watch the horrific carnage and cower at the merciless power that is the Candy Mare. Rainbow Factory. You know a pasta is this good when it has 3 songs involving it. The story tells of Scootaloo and 2 other ponies taking their first flight test. Unfortunately, all 3 fail and are taken to a mysterious area. It's unknown what happens to the failures of the flight test, but the truth is later revealed that the failures are sent to the Rainbow Factory, but with a gruesome twist. The failures are used as colors for rainbows and often die due to how the machine works. It's also revealed Rainbow Dash is head of the factory, breaking Scootaloo's heart and any faith she had for Rainbow and no longer looking up to her mentor and sister figure. Rainbow is now filled with rage and has to kill Scootaloo herself. There's a bunch of alt endings and fanfics involving this story, so there's a huge fandom for it. I want to give some quick honorable mentions to the couple pastas that didn't make it on this list, but were enough for an honorable mention regardless. Fluttersmoos. A prequel to why I stopped watching My Little Pony, involving one of the costume actors getting seemingly high on a black substance and going insane. And Butterflies. A story where Fluttershy invites Pinkie over for a picnic and to see her collection of butterflies. But it's not what it seems coming from Fluttershy, and has a much darker meaning to it. Now then, on to the number 1 pick for the My Little Pony creepypasta list. Cupcakes, the one that started it all. Cupcakes tells the story of Pinkie Pie, alt named Pinkie Mina Diana Pie, drugging and kidnapping Rainbow Dash to get that secret ingredient for cupcakes, complete with a dress made of cutie marks and a necklace made for the various horns of her victims. Rainbow is next for the horrific torture, and Pinkie enjoys the horrible gory torture as Rainbow Dash begs and pleads Pinkie to cease. But Pinkie doesn't stop. Again, one of the most famous and well-known MLP pastas of all time, and just like Rainbow Factory, has a huge fan base with alt endings, fan art, comics, and so much more. And this one I can honestly stand despite how much gore it has. Unlike other pastas. I'm looking at you, Sweet of a Massacre. Alright, that's another list done. If you have a favorite MLP pasta you want to see on here, be sure to share in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you in the next one, pups. Cue the outro, RP is out. Sweet dreams.